Right, here we are, peeps. Easter weekend. Spring is well and truly started. As you can see, the sun is out. So, 7:30. Got a 48-hour, or at least a couple of days, a good couple of days, maybe a bit longer, planned. It's one of my mates' lakes in Cambridgeshire. Yeah, it's a little syndicate and that. Has like 10 members and that, but he's let me on. I was a member a few years ago. So yeah, Magic should be here tomorrow. I think he's coming down with his dad. Gary, the lake owner, and one of his mates, I think it's coming down later on today. So yeah, like I say, I've been keeping an eye on the lake. It's on the way home from work every day, so stopped off a couple of times during the week just to have a look about, put a little bit of bait in and stuff like that. But yeah, there has been a few fish moving around, so it's looking good for a bite for one of us, I should think. It is quite a hard lake when I fished it as a syndicate the other year. So we go down and we'll have a quick look. So here we are. This is the peg we call peg 1. They're not really numbered or named or anything, but as you can see, it's a fairly narrow lake. It's wider than you think it is when you're actually in the swims, because you only fish from one bank, but quite long. It's got a little out of bounds zone in that corner there. So this is peg 1 here. See the band. So the out of bounds is near enough straight across there to the other side, because obviously you're going to be trying to fish around the corner if not. A few overhanging trees along the far margin, a little bit of a snaggy area down to your left. There is lilies normally grow up in this corner as well, so there's some lily pads there as well. Alright, we'll continue round and have a walk round. So no one else is here yet. I don't know what time the others are getting. There's no really set time. I'm just always at lakes first, so I never sleep in. I think it's just a bit of excitement, isn't it? Especially with spring starting, especially after after blanking the winter syndicate. Now the sun's out and fish are moving about. So this is peg 2. You see single swimming here. That's clear. Some fish over the far margin. And so I think with the amount of us that's going to be on this weekend, it's probably only going to be 2 rods. There's peg 3, just get it so the sun's out, you can see a bit better. I'll make our way to peg 4. So there's a few carp in here. I don't know the exact number, but I know there's definitely some good fish in here. Some nice pretty ones as well. They're all quite dark scaly ones. So that was peg 4 there. Peg 5, I think this is the smallest peg on the lake, but still plenty of room for bivvy. Again, far margin. But they do come anywhere. Gary, the lake owner, he's had a few from near on in, just down in front of you. So, a little underarm cast right down the side. So that was 5. Here's 6. As you can see, this is another double swim. It's a little bit tight on the left hand side. As you see, there's a snag area down here. See if I might have to go down just to try and get the sun out of off the lens so you guys can see. And there's a snag over end there. You've got lilies down to your right. Again, that's produced a few when I was on the syndicate the other year. So my mate Zach and that, he's had a few. We doubled up in here once and we both had fish from over the far side, and I think Zach was fishing down on these lilies. Right, we'll continue. You can walk all the way around the lake. I'm not going to walk the last little bit, just because it's like a real steep clay bank and I'm in my trainers. So I don't think the sun's quite up enough yet. It's not got them up yet, so I don't think we're going to see any. And so definitely later in the day, if the sun continues, you're near enough guaranteed we're going to see a few across the top. Real hard fishing on the top. So I have surface fished it when I was in the syndicate and stuff. He allows you to surface fish it, but it's hard. As you can see, big snaggy area down this left hand side when you're in that peg 6. So yeah, he has got a little toilet, like a little portaloo. I say little, it's quite big. So that's always handy on a lake, especially if you're doing longer sessions. I think it's really necessary on syndicates nowadays that they have some type of toilet facility. So this is peg 6, this is right in the snaggy corner. Had a few out of here, it's quite a popular swim, peg 6. As you can see, there's all these snags down this side. Right, so here we are. You can't fish from this bank, so as you can see the pegs on the other side now. There is a boat on site in case you need one. Obviously I think it's used at your own risk. It's not the most modern of boats. As you see, the sun is starting to clear the trees and we are starting to get a bit of light on the water now. So there's a few spots along this edge. So I think it was Wednesday. We come down, just put a couple of handfuls in, dotted about, not a lot. Obviously, it's still quite early spring. But like I said, they are definitely starting to move around in this lake. We've seen them cruising about in the upper layers, so they're definitely moving. And so the water's quite clouded up. The spots that I've baited up, I can't see any boilies left on them at all. It's got the odd coot on it as well, which you probably just heard. Yeah, so all these spots that are baited, it's all gone. I put some quite light bait out so you could see it, but now I can't. Here we are Friday, and that was only Wednesday evening I put it in. So you can't see the shadows yet, there's no sun on the water yet. So like I was saying, he's out of bounds there. So there's the peg one where the van is, you can see there. And the out of bounds conzo ends here somewhere. So they get all that big piece there, this little bay. All to get a bit of sanctuary. So yeah, So that's it. Like I said, I can walk around there, but there's a steep clay bank up that bit there and I won't ever be able to get round. So yes, the fact that the bait's gone is a good sign. The fact that I can't see any fish yet. They don't really show here either. I did a 1.5 years on it previously as a member, and I think I probably only see fish top probably 2 or 3 times. And me and Zach were down here, especially during the autumn and winter. We was down here most weekends fishing and just never see anything, even in the summer. They cruise about a lot. There's quite a large grassy in here that cruises around thinking it's a shark. It's got its dorsal out all the time, just going doing laps of the lake up and down. But I believe that's only ever been caught once. So yeah, that's about it. That's the lake anyway, people. Like I said, Gary the lake owner and I believe his mate are turning up later today or some point this morning. Magic and his dad are turning up some point tomorrow. They're off trout fishing I think today, so there might be a bit of footage put on here if he does any from his trout fishing. Depends whether he can be bothered to get his camera out. And they're going out on a boat, so he might not do much. So yeah, so Saturday when Magic gets here as well. We're planning on having a barbecue. I've brought the barbecue down. I have managed to actually find some charcoal as well, so looking forward to that. Alright, so I think I'm going to spend a few minutes, well probably more than a few minutes, probably an hour or so, just watching the lake and see if I see any fish, wait for the sun to get a bit higher. So there's nothing moving about at the moment, so I'll report back to you guys in a little while when I've selected a swim. I really want to select one while I'm here first. I want to try and get the better swim, but I need to obviously see something to be able to make that decision. So yeah, I'm going to say we've got a couple of days. I'm hoping to get a lot more filming done during the spring and summer especially. Me and Magic have got quite a lot planned. Obviously got the new syndicate as well, so there is that. Don't forget guys as well, if you are enjoying the videos and stuff, give us a like on Facebook and stuff, Instagram as well. There's a few posts going up on them pages now. There is a giveaway coming up as well from one of the teams that I've become part of. So there'll be more on that, probably might be later on in this video. I'm just waiting for some confirmations. So yeah, obviously as well, you're on the YouTube, give us a like and subscribe, hit the notification button, all helps. Just want to build the page, build the community and go from there really. So I'll speak to you guys in a little while when I'm probably going to have my rods out by then, or I might just be selecting which peg I'm going to go into. Speak to you guys in a bit. Alright, so here we are guys, midday. Rods are all out. Had a few liners on one of the zig rods, but that's about it. So yeah, got one rod on the zig about 2 foot under the surface. The other two PVA bags with wafters in and a load of little pellet. So yeah, bit of a quiet one. I'll quickly spin it around and show you where the rods are. Right, so here we are, the rods are out. So middle rod on the zig, just use the baiting needle as a point, it's better than my finger. Just over halfway straight out in front of me, right about there. Right hand rod is under this tree, but not under the tree, it's about half a rod length out from the bank. And then just over here there's a little bush on the far side, literally just again half a rod length just off that bush. That bush is actually here somewhere, it's hard to see on the camera. Yeah, that's the 3 rods out. Like I say, we have got to midday. Clouds have just come over, so it has been quite warm while setting up. Like I say, the house is all built. I'm inside the house. Like I say, a couple of days here. Don't think I'm going to leave the zig out at night, just because it's going to be hard to play the other fish with that zig in the middle. Obviously not being able to see the line at night. But yeah, excited. You know, first session of spring. You know, water's warming up. Fish are definitely on the move. There's certain areas of the lake that are clouded up. One of them being 2 or 3 spots in front of me. So yeah, there's a few spots about where they're definitely feeding. So yeah, as the sun comes back out. So yeah, fingers crossed, I'll be back with a fish. If not, I will report back in the evening anyway, before it gets too dark, with an update.
One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 6, 6. Yeah, boy.
That's what it needs to do, bro. Oh, you're a dick.
Zach, how you feel? Fucking awesome. That's nice, man.
Do you remember what the sling weighed?
No,
3.
I'll just wait.
3-1.
3. No, it was more than that.
No, we check it again,
We'll
mate.
just check it
Fresh, yeah.
Let's check it
No,
out.
I struggled on the last one.
Don't shake, yeah? You giving him that job? Oh, mate.
Fucking hell, she's 36.
36, mate.
Yeah,
I say 36, mate, yeah.
Just wait for me.
Did you lift off the floor? Yeah, 30,
Right, it's more than 36.
37.
Just under 37.
37, yeah. I would say 37, mate. Just under.
36, I reckon 36, 12.
12, go with that.
If you come low.
Yeah, boy.
She's big cup, mate. You want to feel how heavy that
No,
is?
no, I'm alright, mate.
You got some thingy, yeah.
Well, I won't expect you to get it out again, to be honest.
You just did hook hold, yeah?
Yeah. Awesome.
Man, that's heavy.
Well, that's.
I've been so long since I've caught 30, mate.
Yeah.
Right, I'll walk down the lake. Go see the man of the hour. The only person to catch fish this weekend. He'll probably be asleep, so we'll give him a nudge up. He'll move his butt. Are you awake, Zach? We got you on camera. You know what time it is? Yeah, it's gone 8. What time you got to be off? You got to be off at 8. It's gone 8. We're used to fishing the same spots. So yeah, so let's see, Zach's got 2 rods out here. One down in front of this tree here. You had your first fish off the right left-hander, didn't you? And then the second one is out in this little corner bay. Or about in the middle of that bay, Zach. So yeah, you had one out there. And then the right's on the lilies. And then his right hand over here. It's a bit safer, not so snag over this side. And you see these lilies here, he's literally just there on the outside of them lilies. Yeah, quiet night, Zach. Quiet night. Yeah. Yeah, we got a couple of beeps, me and Magic. Don't know if his dad had much going. Yeah, Zach's the only person to catch on the lake this weekend. Like I say, the 2 that were on the first day with me, they've left. They're packed up and gone home. But yeah, they didn't have any fish either. So yeah, Zach is the man, the pro. Right, we'll check in later, boys and girls. Right, so we've done a quick visit to Zach. Like I say, only person to have fish on the lake this weekend so far. Walk back past my swim, the old van. She could do with a wash, but the old Frontier. Still hoping, probably the next trip out we'll do a review on that one. The spring's definitely in, as you can see. Daffodils starting to show up on the lake.
Koleczki pisuje. Klubowe. O, czemu? Ale przycinałem tego. Taki okrągły nie był. Ja się tak nauczyłem się, tak widzisz, z tym mikrosweeversem, nie?
No tak.
I właśnie te flosy. Jakoś tak dobrze mi się na to łapie, wygodnie, nie? Jak mówisz, to tniesz jak chcesz.
No tak, nie musisz kurwa kombinować, kulki dobierać do włosa.
Chcesz 4 pelety, dajesz 4 pelety. Chcesz 5 kulek, dajesz 5 kulek, nie?
Tak.
Tak o. Nie? Ale mam się wypadł. Dolna parega. Człowieniu. Nie? Flipper mi się rozładował, mniej więcej wiem jak to zrobić. Kolorek nie
Te.
Trochę inna taktyka, nie?
Head up to Magic and his dad swim, see what they're up to. I did just see the boat go out, so I think he was putting a bit of bait out and redoing the rigs. Yeah, look, hard at it.
Yeah, I didn't make a bit of paste. I dropped one down there.
Yeah, I see the boat go out a minute ago.
Dropped them in. I got a fucking tree, man. And, pulled it. I thought, oh, it's a bream. We didn't find. It was a bunch of tree. But that's got, how you call them little like, you can cut the line really easily.
Mussels?
A lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them on a, like, pump.
Yeah, there is quite a lot of them in, and when we pull the weed out the other summer and that, it was like full of mussels and stuff, freshwater mussels, yeah.
Yeah, I did make a lot of little pellet, like make a paste.
Yeah.
Just try break that in bits.
So where you got all your rods? You got one down on that
One
left
down
hand
there.
side.
One, like, when is that tree down there? Sticking
Yeah.
up? It's basically 2 rod lengths, maybe 1.5.
Oh, right, just out here, yeah.
One of this tree.
Off this tree. Yeah, then just out a little bit, yeah. And then what, one over to that bush over that side, tree bush.
By that bush, one
Over here. So his dad's got one just up here on this edge, and one just over here as well.
whole corner.
So quickly watch Magic fall in. Go on, Magic. Do it for the YouTube channel. Yeah, Magic will fall in if we get another 10 subscribers.
Don't be like that, mate.
Right, quick update then, people. I'm now on the lake by myself. Everyone's gone home. Midday. Yeah, and I've had a change of swims. Obviously, Zach being the only person to catch. It's basically, like I said, everyone else has left. It's all gone quiet. The sun's on the water. The only fish we're seeing have been up Zach's ends after he left. So yeah, I've just dropped 2 in his peg, or peg 6 it was. So yeah, we'll quick spin the camera around. So here's the corner, fishing over to the right, and then this little tree to the left here. Just got one on the edge of that again. So near enough where Zach was fishing, I believe. So yeah, fingers crossed we might be able to nick a late bite, save the blank. But like I said, so far, past 2 days in that peg 3, had a couple of liners on the zig rod when I had that out during the day. Had a couple of beeps last night on the left and the middle. But yeah, not a lot else. I think they're definitely just liners. So yeah, I moved over to this swim. A bit cloudier day today. The sun does keep poking through the clouds. So yeah, fingers crossed we're going to nick one. Try and save the blank. I'm going to put it out for as long as I can. Mrs wants me home and that, being Easter Sunday. I want to stay out for dinner and all that stuff, all that jazz. So yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully report back in a short while. Hopefully got one in the net. Alright, so Saturday people, that's me all done. Bands all packed, another blank. Like I said, from moving into Zach's swim, the fish are all over me, but just like sunning themselves and soaking up some heat. So yeah, the missus is calling, time to go home. Got Easter dinner all ready for me. So yeah, till next time, tight lines, and obviously remember, if you're liking the videos and liking the content, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube, and we'll keep it on coming. Tight lines people, see you next time.